talk a little bit about the U.S. Navy. They detected the what was it called? It's not called a submarine.
Submersible.
A submersible. They found the submersible.
Well,
so I found an article.
They found parts.
Yeah. So
the debris field.
I found the article that said the Titan Submersible experienced a catastrophic implosion when it submerged to view the Titanic wreckage. And what did they say? You said you looked into it a little bit. It just, I guess it imploded, it crushed, or?
Well, because they found a couple of large pieces, they felt very certain that it would not exist anymore. To have found those pieces, it couldn't be intact anymore.
Yeah, it's just not intact. So I was saying...
and there would not be bodies to be found because it's basically this... You just evaporate into nothingness.
Well, not nothingness, but I mean...
Pink mist.
Really?
Yes. The implosion would... Yes, you just...
Jeez. And so that's why somebody was saying that it would be instantaneous and there would be no suffering or anything like that. So they claim. I assumed on day one when that story dropped, I thought they were overestimating. I felt like they were like, well, they had like 3 days or whatever, 90 hours of oxygen or something like that. But I was like, yeah, but are you factoring in if they are alive? Are they panicking? Are they arguing? Are they fighting each other? Or is it, are you factoring all those things in? Are they hyperventilating? I mean, I thought that I'm like, dude, there's no way in the world that any of those guys would be cool, calm, and collective. They're in there like sardines. The guy that's driving is sitting Indian style, pretty much driving backwards with 2 monitors. And at first I was going to talk about how Cardi B got on, and she was like making a scene about how the stepson of the billionaire was acting like, he didn't care. His stepdad went missing. He went to Blink-182 concerts and stuff, and Cardi B called him out. But then I was gonna make the focus about that, but then they seem to have found the wreckage, and it's just, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about that. But any other things that you picked up on from that conversation? You said that you were seeing in the chats what people were saying, or was that about the other topic?
Well, I mean, I saw several creators that made some TikToks that I totally get their point of view, because so many people were poking fun and making jokes and making memes, and and you had your others that were like, well, that's rude. These are lives. Why is everybody being so insensitive and not showing empathy if you don't even care about people's lives? But then I was like, I get that. However, I saw some other creators make a point that was like, it's not that people that we don't have empathy. It's that these guys are billionaires.
Not that their lives don't matter because they're billionaires.
No, not that their lives don't matter. It's just
like people get hit by buses and stuff every day.
When you are poor and are a person of color, people don't come running for you as easily as the entire world was peering in on saving these billionaires.
Yeah.
And so people were like, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And as a lot of people pointed out, these guys were very well aware of the risk and the dangers involved in this. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I mean, it's...
And I don't mean that in a mean way. You knew very well that you could very, very easily die.
They said in the waiver that death was mentioned at least 3 times. That death was... I mean, it was fucking... It's crazy, though.
I mean, I showed you the article of the former showrunner from The Simpsons, who said he went on 4 of these...
And he said they lost connection.
4 missions he went on with Ocean Gate. One of those missions was to the Titanic. So he's already been to see the Titanic on this, and was like, all 4 times they lost communication. All 4 times were sketchy, and he still did it anyways. Again, confirming that you might die was all over the place.
I mean,
And he was like, and when they popped back up, when they came back to the surface, there's no GPS, and it still took them 3 hours to find them, and they were, bobbing. They're now on the surface. So he's like,
that's I just could never. A lot of people were thinking, if this would have been anything other than rich people and whatnot, that they would have just probably thrown up an Amber Alert.
Like Nixon said, I mean, you've got 500 refugees capsized, and where are all the people trying to rescue them? Nowhere.
Right. So
so that's why a lot of people. It's not about not having empathy or feeling sad for people. It's that after a while they look at that and go, really? Of course everyone's running to their rescue. Of course they are.
Because they got money. Because they got friends in high places. And I mean, like I said, and if it was regular people, it just would have put up an Amber Alert, and as it would have been, and they would have just kept it moving. All right, I got Zoom up. So
Peter has he has got work in a little bit, so he cannot. Zoom.
Oh, okay. I'll turn it back off.
He said maybe next time, but he can't tonight.
I know, because Tabitha's not here. He's like, nah. But let us know what you guys think about that whole thing with. I just knew that it wasn't going to end. I remember somebody was just keeping it real. I don't know if it was CNN or Fox or if it was MSNBC. They asked us to do straight up. It was like, after hearing what we've heard, and you're the expert with these kind of things, do you think there's a chance that they're still alive? And the guy was like, nope. He's flat out. They didn't even get, and the anchor was like, I think I needed a longer answer than that. Like, dude, you could have dragged it out. He was like, no,
nope.
They dead. They dead. They gone. There's no damn way. I was like, damn, this dude's keeping it real. I was like, I assumed they probably suffocated or the picture that the guy that answered nope. He painted a picture that maybe they crashed into the boat, onto the Titanic, maybe and hit something that was crucial, and it caused the chain reaction for the implosion.
Even just
and all.
Listening to a lot of the videos of the guy who created this
with duct
company
tape.
and the
put this
team
stuff together with duct tape.
Well, just listening to him talk,
Yeah.
you were just kind of like, and y'all were like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Because he was just very all over the place. Well, they said you can't mix this and this, and I was like, yeah, you can if you want to.
Yeah.
And I just did.
He's
it.
like, watch me.
Like, okay, like that.
I mean, you pretty much made $1 million every trip if you got $100,000 per person. If you got 4 people in there each time, pretty much made $1 million a trip. You couldn't take half of that. I just kept upgrading the vessel and getting it up to code and things like that. No, people just cut corn. It worked last time. It should work this time.
The amount of money that these men had, that $250,000 was kind of the equivalent of $20 to them. It really was.
Yeah, but that
$20
could have been the thing that could have got that thing up to code and saved some lives. But at the same time, you know what? A freak thing could have happened, and that could have been the most sturdiest submariner in the world. But was it?
I think it comes down to things like the movie, like a movie. I don't remember the name of the movie. I didn't even watch it.
Hunt for Red October.
No, it's a movie where rich people pay money to hunt.
The Purge.
Hunt people in a field like animals.
The Hunt. That movie that recently came. Yeah.
So that's
a bunch of liberals were hunting a bunch of conservatives. That's what that was about. Like
when the pandemic, when all this stuff was going down and people didn't have money, and you guys have all this expendable money to throw to simply it wasn't like you were doing research.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to take a trip.
Right.
I just want to take a trip to the bottom of the ocean to say, I did it.
Yeah.
But you can't do good for the world with any of that?
No. They said that one of the people that died, is spouse is related to people who actually died in the Titanic. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's eerie and crazy stuff, man. But I don't know. Let us know. We're going to be monitoring the chat. Oh man, I forgot. Did I turn the chat? Yeah, I did. I got it. We got the chats up. Let us know what you guys think about that. Let's move on. What's next on the current? Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. hit the subscribe button, like, and comment your thoughts on this topic or any topics that you think that we should talk about in upcoming videos. Also, you can follow us at T3 Medias on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and we also have a T3 Media Studios podcast where we post our movie reviews and episodes of The Rundown. Till next time, guys.